Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab your libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink, and let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola, from the west side. Hey y'all, happy Friday. Happy Friday. We made it to the weekend. Let me come on camera. Just give me a second. Hey guys, happy Friday. And I got some stuff to talk about, but before we get into it, please like, share. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that bell, but make sure you press the like or the dislike. It doesn't matter. We like to be in the algorithm. All right, so let me pull this around a little bit. All right, and I have a libation tonight. You know, I could normally be on my water kick, but I've been drinking a lot of water, and I don't know if y'all heard, but California may be getting ready to get hit with the first hurricane that has hit this part of hit California since the 19th century. The last time we had some kind of warning similar to this was in the 30s, before I was even born, or y'all were even born. But yeah, they haven't. So, and it looks like it's a good chance. They say it's going to be on Sunday. I just, I'm just like, I hope our garages don't flood. I'm thinking, do we need to go get sandbags to put them in front of our garages? Oh, God. Because if the drains get clogged and there's too much freaking water, oh my God, I'm going to have to go into my garage tomorrow and try to move some stuff around. Okay, but yeah, we are on hurricane watch.
y'all, I I thought I left the hurricane, when I left the East Coast. How the heck am I dealing with hurricanes out here in California? This is insane. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have a car. Well, I have a garage, but our garage is, I told you that to get to our parking, you drive down, and y'all know when I first moved in here and they had to redo everybody's freaking garage because of waters getting into our garages. And if a hurricane comes, when is the plumber going to be able to come in? I just don't even want to think about it. It's supposed to hit Sunday. It's not supposed to hit tomorrow. It's supposed to hit Sunday and Monday. I'm just thinking maybe I should go to the store tomorrow and get some sandbags and put them outside the garage just to keep the water from coming in. Oh God, I gotta think about that now. Ugh. Something else to worry about. Something else to worry about. I know earthquake insurance. I remember I had a house. I owned a house for over almost 20 years. But anyway, when I owned my house, I didn't get earthquake insurance for that very reason, because it's like, who can afford the earthquake insurance if you actually get it? But I wonder, does your regular insurance cover like hurricanes, storms, rain, that kind of stuff? Is that covered? But anyway, let's get into the stuff that we need to talk about tonight. And I was trying to decide if I was going to talk about stuff that was off of YouTube first, or talk about the stuff that's on YouTube first. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of both. I'm going to start out with a situation on here on YouTube because of the fact that it involved children on the autism spectrum being called the R word. So I know y'all can't see. Let me roll back just a little bit. Y'all see my shirt? It says, "I'm his voice." Let me stand up so y'all can see it. I'm his voice. He's my heart. There you go. So I got on my autism shirt tonight, just like VS had on earlier over in the beach sector. Shout out to VS, who is also an autism mom. Reed, who is also Reed, the Heart of Philadelphia, who is also an autism mom. Robbie Privileged, who is also an autism mom. Rita, be running ish, who is also an autism mom. Mahogany MJ Roots, who is also an autism mom. Yeah. So 7 stars had been around here saying some pretty despicable things in regards to children on the spectrum, in regards to calling them slow, in regards to Dusty, who we all know in the Black sector and the manosphere. Okay. And he has quite a few children with autism. And I guess that would make you think that autism is genetic, but it's not. It's not. So, but let's get into the fact that what people used to call the R word is now called they're called developmentally disabled or mentally challenged, but they're not called the R word anymore. And autism is not the same as that. They're not the same thing, because you can have autism and be a freaking genius. They believe that Albert Einstein was on the autism spectrum. They believe that Bill Gates, with his trampolines in the office when he was, with Microsoft, is on the spectrum. There's a lot of people that are on the spectrum that are not mentally challenged. You can have someone who may have autism and they may have something else going on with them, but it's usually not that. Many times in the past, when they didn't have proper diagnoses for autism, y'all just let me get on this autism rant for a minute, and then I'll get off of it, because 7 pissed me off with this. And her little apology on VS's stream was bull. Now we're going to keep this one monetized, so we won't be using any curse words. Okay? Because I want this to stay monetized, because I want it to be out there for people who are looking for correct information in regards to autism. Now, when it comes to how autism is treated, as far as when they do medications for it, the medications are those that are for people who have mental health issues, because they don't really have anything for those on the autism spectrum. And if you saw the vlog that I dropped yesterday, which was about 6-7 minutes, we were talking about the fact that my son is not on medication and why he's not. But let me just hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, but for I guess psychologists, who are the only medical doctors who are allowed to diagnose autism. Excuse me, y'all. Still getting over this cold. Let me drink a little bit of my wine. Maybe my throat is getting parched. So, psychologists are the only ones who actually can officially diagnose autism, okay? And for that reason, when they deal with autism, they put it on the DSM-5. And so medications that they prescribe for those on the spectrum are medications that are for DSM-5. I told you guys that when my son was a teenager, He was part of the clinical trial for Abilify, and the use of Abilify with children and teenagers on the spectrum, and it was supposed to help them with not self-harming and not lashing out at others. And it did that. It did that. But here's what the side effect of it was, because it was an MOA. And it took my son from being the hyper he is to chill, like way chilled, like so almost like you like, are you awake? Are you okay? And y'all see my son. Y'all see that he's lanky. It also made him fat, and he was unhappy because he was fat, because he had never been fat. When he stopped taking that medication, all that fat went away. You know, we didn't like the side effects. So he was only part of the clinical trial, and he did not continue taking it after the clinical trial was over. But, you know, that was our choice. And, you know, we're trying to figure out ways for him to not self-harm and not harm others. He doesn't have meltdowns very often, but when he does, it's a problem every time. But anyway, getting back to what I was talking about. Autism is a developmental disability, and it doesn't have anything to do with your intelligence. It has to do with where they socially are. Like, my son is socially, even though he is a 28-year-old man, he acts more like he's a teenager, but he's not. And because he acts like he's a teenager, people who don't know that he's not a teenager do not realize that he's a 28-year-old man. That has to do with his socialization with the autism. You know, but he tries to be social, you know, and he's not very talkative. He knows all the words, but he's not saying them. He's not going to hold a full conversation with you that lasts more than 5 minutes. That's about as much of a conversation as you're going to get out of him. Oh, Nightbot came in here and acted like you had some sense for once. That's the only thing that I have actually programmed Nightbot to do. I know the meltdowns are, people don't talk about the meltdowns, and I'll get back to those. But I just really want to educate. Now, 7, you offended, I think, every person on this platform, all the Black mamas on here who have kids with autism. And most of us have adult kids, and none of our children, all of our children are highly intelligent, no matter where they fall in regards to being verbal, because being verbal and nonverbal has nothing to do with what that person can do. You have nonverbal people on autism spectrum who go to college. They have whatever they need to assist them in being able to go to college. And now, as I told you guys, that it's even something that, legally cannot be discriminated against in getting employment. But it's a double-edged sword, because people on the autism spectrum feel that they do get discriminated against by identifying that they have autism, by self-identifying it. And they feel that it may hamper them in getting jobs, which I would agree with, considering that the majority of adults with autism live at home with their parents and are unemployed. Those numbers are starting to change slowly, but the majority are not employed, or they're underemployed. They're not in a full-time job, or they're not in jobs that are at what their actual capabilities are versus what people think that they are. Like, instead of them working in one of those 10 jobs that I told you, that I put in my video from a couple of days ago, like working in library science in a library, working in accounting, bookkeeping, because telling y'all, people on the autism spectrum a lot of them are extremely good with numbers. They're very good in math. I'm not on the spectrum, and I'm good in math. That was my major in college. Graphic design, because many of them are visual, which goes along with them being creative. Hey, Reed. Exactly. But 7 pissed me off with this. You don't have any idea what's going on with Dusty's kids. And, Dusty ain't done nothing to me. You knew what you was getting into. But first of all, girl, don't nobody believe you was ever pregnant. Okay? Because I don't know who was it Kwani? Somebody came out and said that you had a partial hysterectomy. And I'm not a medical doctor, but I got A's in my biology classes. And let me just say, if you had a partial hysterectomy, girl, you're not getting pregnant except by immaculate conception. Okay? Because you don't have all the parts necessary, if that's what really happened, to get pregnant. But regardless of that, girl, you weren't pregnant. And you didn't unalive a baby, because there was no baby. I think I like what Beach called it, ghost baby. And as much as you was talking about Dusty's children because they're on the spectrum, girl, you so stupid. You need to go educate your ass about autism. Okay? Because the majority of people with autism have very freaking high IQs. Okay? Very freaking high IQs. They do not fall down below a 70, which is what you have to be below in order to be considered what we're calling these children. You were just talking all that ish about his kids. So who would believe nobody would believe that you would actually get pregnant? And then if you had a hysterectomy, girl, go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere with that. Now, I was very surprised when VS allowed you to say that stuff. I almost cursed. Try not to curse because I want to. When she let you say that stuff up there the other day, I was very surprised that she let you say that. And then I guess she thought about it, and I was like, I'm offended for my son. I'm offended for my son. I'm offended for all of our children who are not what this woman said. And the majority, like I said, go find somebody who is what you said they are and has autism. Go find them for me. I want you to find that person. Autism does not mean you're slow. It just pissed me off. Yeah, I didn't understand why but I was like, she let her say that stuff there, and I was glad that she had her come back up there today and at least apologize. Like, girl, do you know how many of us are autism moms around here who, supported 7 stars, even with all her freaking shenanigans? But girl, you said that stuff, and you think that what went over us, that we didn't all hear it? I heard it when you said it. Just because I'm not down in the chat don't mean I ain't there. I heard it every time you said that on your own damn channel, before you've taken all the videos down, though. Now you only have videos that are from like 3 freaking years ago. But we still remember all those videos, girl. Taking them down don't make us forget what you said. And like I said, your apology was lame. Don't nobody believe that you're really sorry. You just said sorry. I know she did. She took all them videos with her saying that shit down. She got issues, y'all. Making up babies. I mean, that's a couple of y'all out here that made up some babies. Hey, Tehran. There's a couple of y'all out here that made up some babies. But anywho. And no, I'm not talking about Brooke. I believe Brooke really had a baby. But, there's some other folk. There's some other folk. But she took all her videos down. But then you went on to VS's platform, who I know is an autism mom. If you don't know anybody else is an autism mom on here, you know that she's an autism mom, and I know you sure as hell know that Reed is an autism mom. You don't have to know that I was one. I don't give a damn. Even though If you ever come by my channel, biggest day on my banner, autism life. So I'm talking about it. You know, and since you're over there in beef sector, I'm sure you knew that Raw B is one and that Rita is one. So yeah, you knew. You knew that there were women around here with kids on the spectrum. You know. And you said what you said any damn way. And like, girl, and you got a 3-year restraining order put on you behind stalking this nigga. Dusty, of all people, girl. This is who he is. Black Spectre and Manosphere could have told you that. This is who he is. This is who he is. You know, I forget, somebody called him Dusty and the name just stuck. Because it's who he is. Right. But you gone, girl. So now, here's the question. Since there was no baby, were you telling the truth about him having herpeder? Was that true or was that a lie? Because, you know, I mean, the baby's a lie. Him having an STD could be a lie as well. Not that anybody else is going to go, you know, be with him. Like, yuck. Who would do that? No one but a thirsty, desperate person, in my opinion. You know, because I don't know, but it was a well-known fact in the black sector that this nigga had a wife. Okay, we knew, and we knew that he was a cheating so-and-so. We knew that too. But are you saying that, you know, I mean, because if you're saying he has that means that all his baby mamas have it? Because you just put that on a whole bunch of people. So we need to know if that was a lie as well. But they did say you didn't say nothing about the ghost baby in the court. So that means no baby. It's like, you know, and yeah, I don't believe that you unalived a baby. I don't believe that there was a baby. And if there was a baby and you really did unalive a baby, which I don't believe happened. Yeah. What the F you do that for? Why would you do something like that to an innocent being? But then again, there was no innocent being. It was all fiction. Fiction, 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 girl. And why are you going around trying to make people think that you better than them because you from LA? Girl, I live in SoCal, okay? I'm not from here. I make sure people know that I am from the East Coast. I'm from the other side of the country. I just live in this mother. Okay. I don't know why some of y'all California folk just think that you better because you live in a specific part of California. Like, let me just tell you, when I came here, this was, people was on corners smoking some white stuff out of a little glass tube. And it was the city of that at that point, you know. The same stuff that was messing up on the East Coast was messing up in California as well. And what you're around 40, so that means you're an 80s baby. Yeah, so you were born into that LA. And you had some crazy stuff in your past, girl. Child, I don't even want to talk about that stuff. That's some stuff that if you've never gone to therapy, I would suggest you go to some therapy in regards to that, because you clearly have major abandonment issues. And I don't know, girl, you was stalking this. I'm like, I know it couldn't have been that good. Or maybe it was just, I don't even understand. They had like 90 pages in that courtroom. 90 pages. And you had one email. It's crazy. And now DC is this is just as expensive to live in my hometown as it is to live in California now. Los Angeles. Yeah, Southern California. Yeah. I would love to move back home, but probably not. I might be able to live in some other states that are on the East Coast, but it would have to be south of there. But right now, I'm probably only going to move like 1 or 2 states from here when I do leave. I'll still be somewhere on the west side. That's probably what it's going to be, unless something drastic happens. But yeah, 7 girl. What you could do is put your money where your mouth is. It would be lovely if you donated to some autism nonprofits on our behalf. Yeah. I have one that's called Music for Autism. It's in Texas. Yeah, because here in California, one of the reasons why I'm still the F in California is just because of the services that are available to my son here. And things that if I can make extra money happen, they could happen for him. But I've made a whole lot of stuff happen for him because I was here and I was so involved in the regional center, when he was growing up. So it keeps him in good graces, I don't have a problem getting whatever I need for my son, who is not here this weekend. He'll be back on Sunday. He's gone because he had a meltdown yesterday at work. And he attacked his job coach. So he doesn't go back to work until Monday. He was off today to reflect on what the F he did. He's always remorseful afterwards, but it's like he's got to figure out how to not do this ish. Because it could escalate into a legal situation, which we don't want it to be. We don't want him to get kicked out of the program that he's in. So, but he's getting ready to have another psychological evaluation. This is going to be fourth one he's had in the last 10 years. But doing it again. This time we're doing it so we can prove to insurance that he has autism. Yeah, insurance needs it. They need us to verify it. Him being on disability and not having any income outside of Social Security is not enough for them. Yeah, they need it to be medically verified by a psychologist. And they want a current. They won't accept the old one. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? But this is so he goes into the loophole, the autism loophole. There's an autism loophole because we're still under the Obamacare. I ain't gonna call it Biden care because he ain't changed nothing. Okay, I'll give you Obama, who was a constitutional lawyer. That was his specialty. Wrote that stuff. So it is very hard to unravel it. So good luck to y'all on unraveling Obamacare. But let me take another sip. They want under that, you're able to keep children on your insurance until they're 26. But after that age, unless you have a medical diagnosis of something such as autism that pre-existed, you can't give it to them. So you have to they want a current diagnosis that backs up. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, so we're doing that so that he can have, private insurance on top of his Medi-Cal. Because the private insurance will be with Kaiser, and so far I haven't been able to get the Medi-Cal pushed over to Kaiser. Okay, I think I'm finished talking about 7. But yeah, that's something that you could do. You could make donations to some nonprofits that deal with autism. That's what you could do. Mine is Music for Autism, and they're located in Texas. I'll probably put it on my community wall. I'm sure I probably will. Yep. That's what you can do. Okay, so moving on to the next thing that we're going to talk about, because that was just, I knew that was going to take forever. That's why I just went into it. And everybody's talking about this because we were all offended by it. I felt some kind of way. She wasn't even talking about my son, but I felt some effing way because it was a generalization in regards to people with autism. It was a generalization, and it was wrong. And we're also talking about your ghost baby. Like, girl, how is like this is like the end of it, and hopefully it'll be gone by the end of the weekend. But how do you get pregnant if you've had a partial hysterectomy? Because a partial hysterectomy means you can't have children. You still have a cycle, but ain't no eggs coming because they've taken off. Anyway, let me shut up. Like I said, it was immaculate conception. If you indeed had a partial hysterectomy because of fibroids, girl, it's just ridiculous. You just made all these things up. It was just, I guess it was about clicking a view. I guess that's what we do around here. That's what you do. Make up a baby. I mean, I'm not even in the age range to be having a child still. No way that I would be making up a baby. But when I was, the only baby was the one I really had. And I lost one too. But girl, this is truly sad. Okay, you put your channel back up, but there's nothing on there. You're probably not going to be on either one of them. I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe you'll come back eventually. But you're going to have to do, I think personally, you need to go and get some therapy, girl. Yeah, just go get therapy. Moving right along. So now let's talk about the Derek Jackson situation. Now, Danae went on Dear Future Wife podcast a while ago. And now Derek has gone on there and done his 2-part thing. Man, let me just tell y'all, watching that was so triggering. It was so triggering because this man is an absolute freaking narcissist. Truly a narcissist. And just the interview was a joke to me. This man didn't ask him no hard questions. He just allowed Derek to get up there and plead his effing case and explain himself. Nigga, like, this little short nigga is just up here just talking all this mess. He can be charismatic. I give him that. But I never believed nothing this fool was saying. It was always a bunch of cap. I could see that it was a bunch of cap. I could see that he was leading women down the mulberry bush. Around the mulberry bush with some BS. He was basically telling them about himself and all the stuff that he was and who he was. He was just a fraud and had no business out there giving any relationship advice. He still does not. Because you still out here with whoever the little Instagram girl is, but you're still married to Danae. Close one door before you open another, sir. So he just got on there, explained that his love language is physical. No, sir, it's effing. It's, because you say that you're aggressive, so it's not even about pleasing them. It's about, how good you think you're performing. And now she did explain that you didn't know when y'all first started going out that she had been SA'd prior to you guys going out, and she wasn't healed from that. But by the time y'all got, but to me, all the stuff that you did to her, sir, over the years and through the marriage, and now I do commend you for the fact that you did not try to trash your wife, not your ex-wife, your wife. But you just got on there and just showed us how much of a narcissist you are. You took no accountability. I don't care what you think you did. You took no accountability, sir. And as far as I can see, you're going to keep on doing what you're doing. You just right now, just doing this little tour, like she did this little tour, and then y'all going to go back to what y'all doing and collecting the money. Hell, y'all will probably get back together. At least that's what I think she's hoping for. Because she's definitely soul tied to you. Whatever other little garbage, that you have handed over to her, because, you take a little piece of each person that you sleep with, becomes attached to you. So spirits or whatever's on them, they become part of you. And so every woman that you were with, you put them on your wife. So those spirits are on her as well. And that's probably why she acts the crazy way that she does. Now, it was just not what I thought it was going to be. I knew it wasn't. I knew it was going to be a bunch of bullshit. I did. Because this nigga's going to get up here and tell the truth. He's going to do whatever he can to make excuses for his behavior and how bad it was, y'all. How bad his behavior was. So anyway, he told nothing. But, feel free to go over there if you want to watch the full interview. Part 1 and part 2 on the Dear Future Wifey podcast. And it's just so interesting. This guy who's doing all of this stuff, I'm like, from what he said, he was worse than Derek with his ex-wife. And you did not grill this man like you knew you should have. What did y'all have? Did you give him a list of the questions to approve? Because that's what it felt like. That's what it felt like to me. Moving on. So, It appears that we were premature in our celebration of Tyler Perry purchasing BET, because Paramount, who is the parent company of Viacom, who owned BET, decided that his $2 billion wasn't enough. They wanted another billion. So they thought they was going to start a bidding war between him and, I believe it was Sean Puff Daddy Combs and whoever else who was trying to get it. And so Tyler pulled out. So palm cuddle people will keep BET. I mean, what's on BET anyway? I mean, you know, most of the stuff that we want to see is over on BET Plus. You know, Fatima, Sisters, both of which are Tyler Perry show. Ooh, damn. Do you think Tyler might pull his stuff off your network now? Gosh, then you won't have any black programming on your Paramount BET network. See, you didn't think you thought we weren't going to support it. We were going to come back and support BET because it was going to be black owned again. But since it's going to stay over there with y'all, I'm good. And then you had the audacity to pull all of the good programming off of VH1, and you were going to throw it into the package like that was going to make it such a good deal. He was paying the $2 billion for BET. What, you thought that VH1 was worth $1 billion? So you wanted another $1 billion for VH1? Are y'all high? Go on and keep it. Go on and keep it. You know, we'll find another way to have a black network. It don't need to be y'all. And I watch BET Plus on my Amazon Prime. Or, you know, if it floats through on my Sling. I don't even subscribe to the channel because it's not black owned. Yeah, that part. But it's free with you know, it's included in those. So I'm not giving no extra money to Paramount. And I'm sorry. I would have actually subscribed to it if Tyler had bought it, but he ain't. So we're good now. We're good. They got greedy. They thought they was gonna pimp the black man. What do y'all not understand? Tyler is the one who knows how to do stuff without Hollywood blessing. He was just trying to make it a black-owned network again. But you're not gonna punk him into giving you something that it's not worth. You're tripping. I don't care what kind of valuation you got. You don't have no $3 billion valuation for BET and VH1. That's a crock. And Tyler is not a stupid businessman. He's not a dumb businessman. So he's good too. Y'all know, maybe he can go do what Magic did. Because Magic Johnson is one of the owners of my hometown football team. I don't think I told y'all that. Yes, Magic Johnson is one of the owners of the Washington, what are they called? Commanders, formerly Redskins. And I'm not getting rid of none of my Redskins stuff. I'm keeping it because it's all classic. So he is one of the owners. Maybe you'll get them to change their name from the Commanders because that name just really sucks. I don't know. Are they on a ship? Are they trying to make it like Commander in Chief? Okay. So instead of saying President, Commander, like Commander in Chief. Okay. But yeah, so BET is gonna stay with Viacom, which is owned by Paramount Studios, because Paramount decided to get greedy. Yeah. So keep it. Let it may it flesh on your sheets. I think that is the only thing that I had to talk about tonight. If there's something else that I forgot to talk about, maybe I'll post a video about it this weekend. Who knows? Because that vlog yesterday was I did that yesterday, and I originally posted it on Twitter, and I mean not on Twitter, on TikTok, and then I said, well, let me post it on YouTube, and I still got. I think I'm up to close to. Let me see where I am, because I got way more views over there on it. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, it's got almost 300 views over on TikTok. Feel free to go follow me on TikTok. I do post some things on TikTok that I don't post on YouTube. Well, yeah, some things that I don't post on this channel or on YouTube. Some things that I just post on TikTok. Because like things that I post on TikTok for the most part, I don't post them on YouTube. But there may be things that I post on YouTube that I will post on there, like my spoken word from the other channel. But I'm supposed to be going to a gathering tomorrow. That's what my church calls our, what used to be called picnic. And, the reason we don't call it that anymore is because, well, what that actually means, it's for, picking a. And people went to those with, little lunch and everything while they watched us being hung from trees. Because they would pick to do that too. They would pick an N-word to do that too. So that's what it actually stands for. And that's what we stopped calling it that. We stopped calling it that at my church, like, I think we haven't called it that for like about at least 15 to 20, almost 20 years. And I've been at this church for gosh, I've been at the church that I go to now half my life, over half my life, because I wasn't even 30 years old when I went to that church. And when I went to that church is when I left the Catholic Church. Because I was raised, born, baptized, got married, received almost all of the sacraments in the Catholic Church. Yeah. I was born into Catholicism. I'm free though, and I've been free for a long time. But I will say that I got saved while I was still in the Catholic Church. I began to manifest the gift of speaking in tongues while I was still within the Catholic Church. And I got slain in the spirit in the Catholic Church. All of that happened before I left the Catholic Church. But the reason I left the Catholic Church was because of things that were happening in the church that I was in here, a church that I did not grow up in, and things that were happening at other Catholic churches here in the Los Angeles Archdiocese that did not, thank the Lord, happen in the Washington, D.C. Archdiocese. We wouldn't have let that happen. It's too many Black people that are Catholic in D.C. They actually, there's a huge number of us. But anyway, they had Pedialites, and one of the priests at the church that I was at was a Pedialite, and I had to leave. I was done because, it was all hearsay. There was not any proof, but it was known, and they just transferred him out. You hear what I'm saying? This didn't go to jail, and it was a Black person. He was Black. He was not American. He's from the islands, the Bahamas. He was Bayesian. But God took care of him later on in life. I told y'all. I told you that man lost an eye in an accident on a road in Mississippi. Now he has to see with the one eye he still has, so he won't be looking at children. He won't be short eyes. All right, y'all. I said everything that I had up here to say. I'm going to get out of here. I will see y'all. Like I said, I'm supposed to be going to a gathering tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to go because it really depends on if I feel like I'm up to it, since I'm just getting over this little bit of a cold. But we're not going to have our normal Sunday service. This is going to be our service. But the choir's not singing. We ain't singing. Yeah. Minister Gabe has her folks singing. But I'm thinking about going. I'll see. I'll think about it. We'll see. We'll see if I make it. If I go, I will film. If I don't go, well, you don't see any film from. If you don't see any weekend vlog, then I didn't go anywhere. I might just stay here and do some painting, do some studying, because I need to keep on track studying for my insurance license. So I might stay here and do that. I did all the laundry today, so I don't have to do the laundry tomorrow. Thank you, God, for that. And kitchen's clean. The only thing I have to do tomorrow morning in the kitchen is mop the floor. So I do the floors, but don't have to wash the dishes because they get washed every day. But I will see you guys. Let me get my outro. Y'all see, I'm still coughing. Still find it. Yeah, I think I've talked too much because now I am coughing. I will see you guys for sure on Monday, but I may come live this weekend. I may just drop in. But until then, For you guys, peace and blessings. And I'm gonna get better. I'm getting there, y'all. I'll see y'all. I'm out. Peace. Bye, you guys.
Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side.